the most expensive cars in the world. No matter how old we get, we all love our toys, and the rich are no different. Supercars, many of which are too fast to be even road legal, have become the ultimate toy for the elite. Many of the cars on this list are just that, and all are above the sacrosanct $1 million used mark, putting them well above the reach of mere mortals. By mere mortals here we also mean professional athletes and mega lottery winners as well, both of whom would struggle to afford some of these cars. 10. Koenigsegg Regera $1.9 million. The cheapest car on this list is also one of the fastest. The Regera, whose name literally translates to rain/rule, has a 5-litre twin-turbo V8 engine augmented by 3 electric motors, giving it an eye-watering 1822 horsepower. Oh, and did we mention that it is exclusive too? There were only 80 units ever made. 9. Ferrari LaFerrari Aperta $2.2 million. With 2,000 of these units made, this is one of the most widely owned cars on our list, but that doesn't make it any less appealing to us. This open-top beauty has a 6.3-litre V12 engine as well as a 12 kW electric motor, making it another one of many hybrids on this list. It has 950 horsepower and can go from 0-60 miles per hour in under 2 seconds with an estimated top speed of 217 miles per hour. We aren't sure which roads that's legal on, but who cares? It's pretty damn impressive. 8. McLaren P1 GTR $2.59 million. This car sold all of the 35 units that were to be produced before they had even finished building them, meaning that it was never even officially on the market. Not that that keeps it off of our list. Built as a 20th anniversary celebration of McLaren's win at Le Mans, this 1,000 horsepower car is widely considered to be one of the finest ever made. It is yet another hybrid and has a number of drive options, including the excitingly named Instant Power Assist system button. It has a top speed of 225 miles per hour and gets from 0-60 miles per hour in an impressive 2.4 seconds. 7. Bugatti Chiron $2.6 million. Powered by an 8-litre W16, like two V8 single-S joined together, this car nets a ridiculous 1,500 horsepower. This two-seater is capable of hitting 60 miles per hour in 2.5 seconds and is limited to a blistering 261 miles per hour top speed on the road. The official top speed is expected to be significantly higher, but it has yet to be tested on a track. Not only is this car insanely fast, it is also one of the sexiest cars on the list, partly due to the fact that it was handcrafted in an atelier. Bugatti really raised the bar with this Chiron. 6. Pagani Huayra BC $2.8 million. Pagani has never ever made a practical car, and the Huayra BC does absolutely nothing to change that. The BC in the name stands for Benicchiola, an Italian investor who had possibly the best Ferrari collection in the world and was one of the great Orazio Pagani's oldest and best friends. This car has a 6-litre V12 bi-turbo engine allowing to make 790 horsepower and 811 pounds-feet of torque, which when combined with the lightweight nature of this supercar makes it either breathtakingly or scurrilous, depending on your perspective, fast. 5. Ferrari Pininfarina Cerchio $3 million. There were only 6 of these ever made, making it the most exclusive car on our list. This beauty was created for the famous son of the founder of Pininfarina the year he died and comes with no roof, side windows or windshield. You'd think for $3 mil these things would be included, giving it an extremely forceful and exciting, but definitely not practical, feel. Especially when you consider that it is powered by an impressive 4.5-litre V8 engine. 4. Aston Martin Valkyrie, around $3 million. The reason for the brackets above is that Aston Martin hasn't officially announced the price for this car yet, but it is widely assumed by commenters in the know that the price won't be far off $3 million. The Valkyrie has been built in conjunction with Red Bull Racing using the same aerodynamicist, who has been responsible for years of domination in Formula One by the Red Bull team. Its 6.5-litre naturally aspirated V12 engine achieved the magical 1:1 power-to-weight ratio as well, making this one of the most impressive cars on the list. 3. Lamborghini Veneno Roadster, $3.3 million. 9 units were made of this open top, which can make 740 horsepower with its 6.5-litre V12 engine. Given that it is mostly made with carbon fiber and is thus unbelievably light, this is an extremely powerful engine for this car. To give you an idea of how light it is, this car comes in at 3,285 pounds, almost exactly the same weight as a family car such as a Ford Focus, except with a lot more power. It can go from 0-60 miles per hour in a very respectable 2.9 seconds and has a top speed of 221 miles per hour. 2. Lykan Hypersport, $3.4 million. This car has the honor of being the first ever Arab-made supercar, having been created and built by W Motors, headquartered in Lebanon. With a 3.8-litre engine attaining 780 horsepower, this car can go from 0-60 miles per hour in 2.8 seconds and has a top speed of 240 miles per hour. All very impressive, but what makes this car truly decadent is that it has 420 jewels embedded into its headlights, including 15-carat diamonds, yellow diamonds and sapphires. 1. McLaren P1 LM, $3.7 million. The original P1, see above, was acquired by Lansing Motorsports, who took what was almost the perfect supercar, again see above, and somehow managed to make it even better. There is gold plating around an engine bay that houses a 3.8-litre twin-turbo V8 engine, which is then combined with the electric motors, yes, another hybrid, to allow this car to reach up to 1,000 horsepower. In addition to this, its enhanced aerodynamics give it a scarcely believable 40% increase in downforce on the P1 GTR, allowing it to go from 0-60 miles per hour in 2.4 seconds and giving it a top speed of 217 miles per hour. What is even better is that unlike some of the other cars on this list, it is road legal.